Have you ever dreamed about having a career in sports but didn't really know where to begin? Don't worry, you're not alone, as there are many people out there just like you. And spoiler alert, I used to be one of them. I grew up playing sports all my life, and when high school came to an end, I didn't want my time being involved in sports to come to an end either. However, back then, there was just one problem. I had no idea how to get started on this dream of mine, which involved working in the sports industry. I played some college football for a while, which solidified my dream of working around football and within the football industry. But when I knew playing football wasn't going to lead to me playing in the NFL or anything like that, I had to develop a new plan. But that same problem kept popping up. Where do I start and how do I get into this industry? For me, I turned to enrolling into art school in San Francisco. I got a multimedia communications degree, and without furthering my education, I'm probably not sitting in this chair making this video right now. I learned how to edit, shoot, collaborate, and think from a completely different perspective than I had before. I was able to take marketing, small business, and management courses that helped steer my passion from a dream into the reality that I'm currently living. The first step for me was equipping myself with the skills I needed to obtain my dream job working in the sports industry. But again, there was still one problem. How do I take these skills and actually turn it into a job where I'm working in the sports industry? Because that's the hardest part, is actually getting your foot in the door. If you are truly interested in pursuing a career in sports and want to take a much clearer path than I did, I'm excited to share with you the opportunity to get started on your journey from anywhere in the country. Thanks to the sponsor of this video, Southern New Hampshire University. Southern New Hampshire University's online sports management program lets you turn a passion for sports into a degree, and it's a much clearer path than I took. Trust me. You'll learn about the business and economic of sports, sports management principles, and how to gather and analyze data. This degree can help prepare you for a career as an athletic director, sports information director, a marketing manager, or other exciting roles in the sports industry. You'll be able to tap into SNHU's network of graduates working in sports related organizations. You may also have the opportunity to take advantage of an internship or experiential learning course within the field. Your courses are taught by faculty with real world experience, so you'll have opportunities to connect with people in the actual industry you want to work in. And when you graduate, SNHU will still be there to help you begin your job hunt. These are all things that I did not have, and it will be exponentially beneficial to you for breaking into this sports industry. SNHU is accredited, nonprofit, and has radically affordable tuition. SNHU was voted one of the country's most innovative universities by US News and World Report. Go to snhu.edu/SF Niners, also linked in my description, to see if you qualify for SNHU's sports management program. You might be eligible for financial aid or have previous college credits that could fast track your degree at SNHU. Click the link to get started. So you might be thinking, well, Brad must have used all these resources just like SNHU to develop what he's doing today. But the reality was, I didn't have those same exact resources. And even though I learned a lot of skills that I use today to further my education, I didn't have a clear path. I actually went until I was 30 years old before independently starting my career in sports. Although I'm a walking testimony that you can build something from the ground up without any resources, internships, or any of the amazing degrees SNHU offers, I highly recommend finding yourself a school like SNHU that can assist in all these different aspects in getting your career started, which is by far the most challenging aspect. I use the skills I learned to support my family in different ways than pursuing my dreams of working in sports. Even though I had found myself on a great career path that allowed me to support my family, I still couldn't shake the dream that I really kind of realized so many years ago of wanting to be around football as my career. This is where I used all the knowledge from my degree and I poured it into a passion project, the SF Niners, a new media brand independently covering the San Francisco 49ers. The idea was to cover my favorite team like I had not seen coverage before. In 2017, most sports information surrounding the 49ers was funneled through old school journalistic type coverage and long form writing websites. While informative, it wasn't my cup of tea and it really didn't get me excited about the team and it just didn't capture my attention. Remember, I went to art school, so I took my passion for football, the 49ers, social media marketing, art, music, and pop culture, and I decided to cover the 49ers differently than I had seen before. And it all started with an Instagram page in 2017. From there, I started this journey as a hobby, and the way I covered the team was very well received. My page started growing fast, players started following me and started to engage with my content. It was a rush seeing my favorite 49ers players acknowledge my work, drop into my comments, like my videos, join my live streams. It was a blast. Even had the 49ers and the NFL accounts follow me back. It was pretty cool. Now, because I didn't have the resources that SNHU provides, this was purely a hobby until 2021. After building a big enough following across multiple social media platforms, amassing hundreds of thousands of followers, I knew it was time to jump all the way in and pursue my dream of working in sports. In January of 2021, I committed to being a full time content creator. And this was really before even a content creator was a term that even anyone really recognized. It was a really, really big jump at the time. But even so, I broke through into the industry that I've always wanted to work in, and it is extremely difficult to get your foot in the door. And I did it all on my own, and I did it with the knowledge that I had learned when I had went to school. Since I have started, I have been credentialed to cover the 49ers in the Super Bowl. I interviewed some of the best players to ever play the game, done radio and TV hits, traveled and experienced once in a lifetime moments that I can only experience working in this industry. I'm able to take care of my family comfortably as I continue to grow my business within the sports industry. I am very thankful to get to do what I love, even though it wasn't a straight path to get here. If you want to work in the sports industry, I strongly suggest furthering your education by starting with SNHU.